when we get the angle on the dangle right. Angle on the dangle. Are you recording?
I'm recording.
Watch them walk underneath the shed and feeding right here is just kind of a proud moment, to be honest with you. Morning guys, welcome back to Red River Living. Today we're back down in the bottom working on our lean-to shed. We're setting up our batter boards and pulling a string on it. This is going to help us square stuff up. It's going to help us mark off where our posts are going to end up being. It's just, it's a little bit of extra work, but in the end it just helps you square things up and keep things a little bit more in straight line and everything. Well guys, we kind of got our strings pulled. We've gone in and marked our string every 8 feet to get an idea of where our poles are going to set. And now Jared and I are about to start digging some holes and start putting some boards in the hole and try to just get stuff laid out a little bit and see how it's going to look as we get it put together. I got the boards right here. So as you can tell, we're setting our post right now and we're actually just pouring our concrete in dry right now. Thought about putting it in wet, but we are trying to continue working and may not be the best practice, but we got a ton of moisture in our ground right now. We'll add some water later, but we wanted to be able to keep working and not disturb it while it was trying to set up. So we're just going to keep adding our concrete to it. Hopefully get our 2x6s installed and getting everything pinned together and then allow it to set up overnight. So right now we're measuring off where our next pole's going right now. We had marked our string, but I broke the string, so I'm having to remeasure some stuff right now. 23.7. We've gotten our last pole set right here on the front side. So now we're going to run us a pole, 2x6 across the top as a front header board right here. Start tying the frame together. Things should start looking a little bit better. Looking more like a pole barn. We got some extra 4x4s in the front. I just thought we needed to support. It's not as open as maybe some people might have seen them, but I just wanted plenty of support on the front. Good. You don't put the lever on mine before I screw it? 5.5. Thank you, buddy. Up, one more.
Oh, I need one.
Thank you. Hey, thank you.
So you're welcome. Is it level braided? It is.
So we took us a test board and set it up there against our 4x4s and marked a board, cut it, then fit it, and now we've come back down and we're marking boards off this one we've already marked and fit. So we get the angle on the dangle right.
The what?
Angle on the dangle.
Are they considered rafters? Kind of?
Yes, these would be rafters.
Maybe that's a more proper term.
Well, you still got to cut an angle to it, and I don't know what you call that.
Are you honking?
Gotta be kidding me. Is this thing dead? It's dead. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here.
Well, guys, as you can tell here at Red River Living, it's getting late this afternoon, but we're trying to get some of our rafters in and be able to get ready for putting our tin on later on. But we made a lot more progress today than what we thought we were. Earlier today, it was looking kind of bleak. Any screws?
Nope.
We are about to wrap up all of our woodwork here. We are putting in just some of the straps, metal straps underneath the hangers to hold the boards. A little overkill, but I do expect it to last a long time. So that's what we're finishing up right now. Tomorrow we should start working on the tin and the sides. As you can tell, you'll be able to tell from the video, we are bundled up today. We had really pretty weather Friday, had pretty weather Saturday, but all work and no play makes for a very dull person. So I kind of took Saturday off on the family, and anyway, came in Saturday night. Son-in-law Jared he said, we get some work done while it's warm. And we literally were in t-shirts last night working. And unfortunately couldn't video last night, but we were able to get our sides up. Then we started on our back wall. And about 8:30 or so, we finally decided it was time to call it quits last night. But anyway, we're bundled up today, about to get started and try to finish our back wall up here. We've got our tin, we've got our stuff to lay out our roof, and our goal is, before nightfall gets here, to have everything together where we got a dry space for the cows and everything. Everything's really working good though so far. We've had a couple of hiccups, but we've managed to overcome those. Just got to run out there and run over with the truck. I about backed over since last night.
You want to cut more than you want to cut?
I think one at a time's the easiest. You got markers, Jared?
I got one.
So guys, what I did was I measured this back wall and measured it. We're just trying to stay off the ground right now. The top edge is a little ragged, but my tin from the roof is going to come over this back edge. So I think it's going to work fine for what we're trying to accomplish down here. No, that's a tank. I was just tickled that it lined up. We were fortunate enough that this is used tin that we had acquired from a fellow neighbor. He was re-tinning his shop, and he really gave us a super good deal. All we had to do is go pick it up, and hey, very little cost at all. He practically gave it to us. He just wanted it gone and hauled off, and Jared and his dad went over and picked it up for us. So we're using the holes that were already here and just lining the bottom up to make it easy for us. And it's going pretty good. Okay, so we'll cut 4 and see if we get to. Well guys, as you can see, the back wall is going up pretty good. We get the back wall off, we're fixing to tackle the roof. Things are going pretty good, so let's just hope for the best and Jared and I can get out of this cold before long.
Come on. No more. Go up a little. Oh, right there.
Hold up, you'll have to fill it again. I moved it. Might be right, but I know I shifted it.
You're good. Those are lined up. My ladder's right there on that side.
Okay, I'll get it. That won't work.
How short were we?
Are you recording?
I'm recording.
We're about 6-8 inches short. Oh man.
Not quite.
Maybe 12. Well guys, we are just about ready to start putting our roof on. We've run our runners across the top. Since we had tin that was already Tin had already previously been used on the roof. We had to measure that out on like 45 inches to where we'd be sure and hit our screw holes that we already had up there. So things are rolling right along, and we've got the wind blocked off of them. So now we get a roof on, and the cows hopefully stay dry and out of the snow and rain this coming week. Jared and I worked late last night. I think we got back to the house about 9 o'clock. We had lights running, generator running. But as you can tell behind us right here, we've got the cows' troughs down here. We've got them a fresh bale of hay with the ring on it. And we've got a place for them to get in out of this weather now. I was talking to a man earlier today getting our gas, and he just talked about their cows just out in the open pasture, I guess, basically. And I just feel better about them done up this way. We're taking care of them and trying to. But just kind of a recap what we've gotten done. We got the roof installed. We came back in, kind of faced this out with a 2x6 to kind of give it a better look. We still got to do some finishing tin work on our edges and our corners. We still got some work to be done there. If you will, step inside here with me. I saw this on one of the clips I was just happened to watch and thought it was a real nice idea. We installed these 2x4s on the walls to the inside wall to keep the cows from pushing against our tin right here. We're going to see how this works out. If we have to add some more to this, we will. But I think for right now, this is going to work pretty good for us. I think they're jostling around trying to figure out who's the boss here right now. But anyway, very satisfied with the work that Jared and I got done. We fed them some feed, and we went to drop this bale of hay, and the hay just fell off the bale. So I grabbed all that up and threw it in their trough so that they're not walking on it. And for some reason, they're just having a blast eating out of the cattle trough rather than going to the hay bale itself and eating. This weather comes in here and it gets really bad. They'll be able to get in out of the rain and they won't get wet. I'm pretty proud of what Jared and I accomplished here. We managed to build it, not lose our sanity, not throw a hammer at each other. And when we put the tin on and things were starting to lay out pretty right, I was pretty excited. I told Jared, I said, it's something to be proud of right here, what we got accomplished. And a regular carpenter might think we didn't do a whole lot. But when you're just flying by the seat of your britches and trying to make something happen and want it to look right and function and last for a long time, it takes a little bit of thinking to make that happen. So seeing the cows here and watch them walk underneath the shed and feeding right here is just kind of a proud moment, to be honest with you. Today we are putting a awning on our loafing shed for the cows. We've kind of done some pre-cutting and measuring already. It's a lot prettier weather. When Jared and I were working the other day, it was downright cold. Jared's in a short sleeve shirt today, so just a lot nicer weather. We hope to be able to get this done today and finish it out. Run some trim strips on the shed today and hopefully wrap this project up today. I want to go look, make sure I've offset everyone. So what we did here was up at the shop, I went ahead and cut all these boards 4 feet, put our angle on them at 22.5, and we pre-drilled them and stuck a 3-inch screw in the top of them just to secure them up there. You're gonna have to come over here. Have we look good? Okay. So right now we're cutting our braces to brace it from the lean out, leaning back into our poles. As you can look up there and see, now our roof line will be braced back to the pole itself. Since we don't have any poles out front of it, we're going to brace it back to the loafing area itself. Here I'm just getting some screws started before we get over there.
Still a gap.
So we came back in and we've taken our 2x4s, tied them into the front edge here. That way we secured all of our brace boards going back to the loafing barn to where they'd be squared up. We started with our brace pieces, it was messing up our angle, so we attached everything together. Now we're going to go back in, put our brace pieces back to the barn itself. Watch them fall.
I don't think I had your feet off the ground.
That's 250.
That's 250.
Maybe 250 with the boots on.
Try it again. That is the weakest point, by the way.
Moved a little. Not bad.
I'd say it's pretty strong.
But did you see that one up through?
So now we got our 1x4s that we're going to lay across our 2x4 framing. These boards right here is what we'll use to attach our tin to. That way, wherever we have a flat spot and the holes in our tin, we'll be able to just run a screw into that. We don't have to worry about making the frame out on our 2x4s itself. Well, we've got our 1x4 slats up top now. We're fixing to go back in. We're having to pre-drill these 1x4s a little bit. They're wanting to split out on us. So we're doing some pre-drilling on those before we put our screws in. So that's what we're up to. We got to pre-drill and then put our screws in. Then we're ready for our tin next. Well, guys, we got our overhang up. Now we got to go in and start trimming stuff out. Trim out our ridge up top, then start trimming out our sides and down our corners, and we'll be finished up. Well, guys, as you can see, we are getting some trim on the loafing shed right here. Some of it's not going to be trimmed out. Probably the awning here, that's probably about as good as that's going to look. But up here on the top edges where the tin came together, we're just taking the tin that we had gotten from our neighbor, and we're just trimming it out best we can here. Stand right here.
Stand right here?
Hold it. I want to look back. Let me look right. So, let me look at the bottom. All right, keep your foot right there. Don't move. Okay. Just for a second. Just hold what you got. I will shut
Maybe you bring that.
All right, you're good.
What do you
Will you
need?
bring that ladder to me, please?
Come on.
I get it
Give me
up!
the ladder.
I get it up!
I just smashed my finger on
Get
what?
it up!
On this stupid drill. Climb up there. Climb up there. Get up there. Get up there. Go. You better go.
Then you're not getting down.
I'm getting down. They're fine. They weigh a lot less than I do. My knees hurt. Yeah. How's this look?
Come on. This one sure does fit better than that other side. I'll say that. Kelly, how's that corner look down there? Does our corner go underneath it, it looks like, or not? We've trimmed it out best we could with the material we had. We put us a front off of it at about 22 degrees. That should keep some rain out of it. Really dressed it up, to be honest. We made it look really good. So I hope y'all enjoyed this little project with us, and appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe to Red River Living. We'll see y'all next time.